My dear students, very good morning to all of you. Today we got a book for this moral sciences, moral values. So it is divided into many sections. So section one is concept and approach to value education, and in it we shall go through though like introduction, value seeds, development of values education, the concept and context of values education, and approach to values education, concluding thoughts, and finally exercise, that is self reflection. So these are the subtopics like one, two, three, four, five, five. These are the subtopics, and we will cover it in one or two or three sections. So let's start without wasting time. First of all, what is value and what are the value seeds? See, values are like seeds that sprout, right? Become saplings, right? Grow into trees and spread their branches all around. Building up a value system starts with the individual, moves on to the family and community, very orienting systems, structures and institutions, spreading throughout the land and ultimately embracing the planet as a whole. Building values is an integral factor in the process of internalization of values because one can only give what one has within. Building values is something somewhat similar to building a house brick by brick. That is why values education is recognized as a fundamental need. Values based education for all members of society needs to be seen as a valuable investment. The individual is the first building block of the values architecture. For integration to take place, the child's need for security, dignity, identity, and well being has to be met. For a society to be peace, its individual members need to be protected against violence, injustice, humiliation, and discrimination. A child is not merely a physical entity, but a holistic being. His, her physical, emotional, social, and spiritual need has to be addressed to ensure harmonious development of all aspects of his, her personality. The second factor is inculcating values in the family, which plays a crucial role in the fostering values in a child. A child growing in a conflict ridden home is unlikely to be peace oriented. Healthy relationships in a stable family create sound values. Home is the nursery for inculcating values. The community to which a person belongs is the third block. The relationship between the individual and the community is intimate. It plays an important role in the identity of formation of an individual and determines the level of security the child enjoys. Values education goes a long way to minimize the insecurity of communities and to promote a sense of belonging. The society is the fourth building block of values. The society is an extended family which is characterized by the diversities of individuals and the interests of the families and communities. Every society also has certain shared characteristics that its members endorse, adopt, and employ, which influence the collective decision taken by it. There is a reciprocal relationship between an individual and the society of which he or she is a part. Social mores, customs, traditions are internalized during the process of growing up with a society. Individual families and the communities that comprise a society have the duty to avoid pursuits, advocacies, methods, and goals that undermine values. The nation is the paramount building block of values. A country that allows its citizens to be overtaken by hate and negative lest its energies be wasted. Values are the basic to progress and well-being. Nations at peace comprise building blocks of the global values. Now, the level of peace. There are different levels of peace, like individual level, that is it's indicated at the central point, which comprises of compassion, trust, courage, acceptance, joy, sense of freedom, absence of conflicts. The second one, interpersonal level. The second one, that's which is indicated by the green one, love, apathy, cooperation, listening, acceptance of differences, appreciation, friendship. Level 3, community level, reconciliation, tolerance, mutual respect, health, family, relationships, appreciation, and protection of the environment. Next level, national level, respect for child, human rights, citizenship, freedom from bias and stereotypes, national integration, secularism, intercultural, multicultural harmony. And another level, which is the last one, that is global level, awareness of global issues, peacefully peaceful resolution of international conflicts, environmental concerns, appreciation of world cultural heritage, respect for and sharing of common resources. These development of values education has been in different hierarchy from beginning. In the year 1952, there was a National Commission for Secondary Education. They introduced the topics to be a moral education subject, that is training of character and personality, realization of full potentialities, contribute to the well-being of the community, interrogative approach to moral instructions. Similarly, with the time span, year to year, these moral education got many amendments, and finally it has reached to the CBSE level, that is values of education kit, which gave an idea of values education, a handbook for teachers, and value cards, CDs compromising of songs based on values and peace. So finally, let me give you a small idea about what is the value. Values are the seeds, like when we start the agriculture fields, when we start growing something up like rice, paddies, or any of the fruit, it does not yield fruit in a day. It is a kind of a small seed, then it becomes a sprout, then it becomes a sapling, then it becomes a tree. It means with stage of time, with the time lapses, and the small values getting added up in the human we implement in our lives, and finally a day comes when we are fully matured, fully trained, and energetic, and positive, and lot many more than this, because with time, at times we learn moral values, how it affects our lives. Understood? Moral values always, it's in the individual, it's first building block of every architecture, right? Means why we need, because in our society an individual member need to be protected against violence, injustice, humiliation, discrimination. So child is not merely a physical entity, but a holistic being also. So with this, we need to have healthy relationships in a stable family, create sound values. Home is a nursery for indicating values. So that's why this moral education was mandatory, because it gives us a social, it teaches us social mores, customs, traditions, and internalized during the process of growing up with the society. Individuals need and families need, communities need, that comprise society, and have a duty of pursuit, advocacies, methods, and goals, and remind the values. So this is a peace level. I told you it has a different stages, levels it has. So one is individual level, that is within me, that interpersonal level within a group, then community level within a community, in the national level means within a full nation, then it has to be elaborated in a very global manner, full world about what we should do to protect our trees, what we should do to protect our environmental contrasts, like God forbid we have got soil erosion. It's a global issue, so we plant more trees near to the banks or the hilly area, so that the rainwater or the flood or whatever, it does not erode every particle of soil into the river. So these are the steps taken by the uh, government and the world, who is looking for the environment, and these are the initiatives. Okay, so we'll just complete this topic in future means stages, like 2 3 classes, till the time just about it you go through about it. And this is a text also. If you feel any difficulty, please call me directly and I will clear your doubts. Thank you so much.